Hi there, I'm Miko Nehman. I'm with Century 21 Hometown Realty.
And I'm April Hugh, and I'm with Century 21 Hometown Realty.
We have Brady Moore here with us today with EstateLiquidators.com. Is that how you say it?
Brady Moore, EstateLiquidators.com.
There we go. So
Hi,
welcome.
welcome, Brady.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about 15 years. I've been in the antique business since I was a teenager, which was
really?
a long time ago. So I got the idea to start doing estate sales. I didn't want to sit in a shop and have an inventory over my head and all that kind of stuff. So I thought this would be a fun way. I went to estate sales. I thought I could do this, and so I've been doing it for quite a while.
So you have a nice background then for antiques, and then you can spot things that
Yes.
are of value.
My parents were in the antique business, and they got me started, and I found an appreciation for antiques, and I thought, okay, I can help people with this, and it kind of evolved. Now estate sales aren't necessarily about antiques and collectibles. They're about helping people, find new homes for their belongings when they're moving
It's
on.
sentimental items, and
Right.
they feel like they need to. It's important to
Yeah.
people. So, and then what areas do you
cover?
know?
Well, I cover anywhere from maybe Paso Robles down to Santa Barbara. I have gone into LA to do some sales if they were big enough, but typically I'm around the Central Coast, anywhere around the Central Coast.
Okay, and so you said big enough. So what is there a minimum amount of?
There's not necessarily a minimum, but it has to have enough monetary value for me to hire a crew to help me do that. And typically we'll have anywhere from 5 to 7 people run a sale. And so I have to make sure there's enough value there for me to pay my crew.
Okay, so, and when you go and assess the amount of furniture or belongings that are going to be part of a sale, is there a percentage that you take off what you sell, or?
Yeah, we work strictly on commission. Yes, so it's typically 35%, and that's typical for the industry. In special occasions or circumstances where there's maybe not that much stuff, some people will maybe go 50-50 on it, but typically it's 35%.
So then when you're done with the sale, then are you responsible for disposing or finding a home for the
That is kind of up to the owner. Sometimes they would like to donate what's left to a charity, or maybe the family or friends come through and pick back through the remains. In the past we have done clean outs, but now I have people that will come and clean out for the owners, the clients, or for myself. They do charge for that, but there's people that specialize in just cleaning out the house, or there are people who will actually clean the house to get it ready to show in case of a sale, and then they will take away the remains for a fairly reasonable price. We will do it. It's not something that typically happens in the industry anymore because we can't find
people to help you?
Well,
Yeah.
we can't find places to put this stuff away.
Oh, okay.
The donation centers are.
Yeah, donation centers are getting kind of picky. They're getting full, especially during the whole pandemic thing. Yeah. People weren't having sales, and they were just getting overloaded. So, yeah, I think if somebody had a big warehouse, they could make a really a go at doing clean outs and reselling what's left.
Well, I've been to your sales before, and you have your people mark everything pretty much. So it takes a long time to get set up. So do you really need about a couple weeks to get?
It depends on the size of the house. We are working on a sale right now that we're actually doing tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. It's a 3,500 square foot house, and it's taken us a couple weeks.
And that's located, you might as well plug it.
Well, it's located on AJ Way behind Delta High School here in Santa Maria.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful home. And there's lots of outdoor art and plants and things like that, which is hot right now. And then they have a whole house full of furniture and collectibles and other things like that.
Wow, okay.
And it's nice. It's a single-story house, so it makes it nice too.
Yeah.
But typically, a regular 1,500, 2,000 square foot house, we think about a week typically, and then a 2-day sale on the weekend, or in this case, it's a larger house, so a 3-day sale. And sometimes we do multiple weekend sales depending on what's there.
And you typically do, like on Sundays, it's 50% off?
Yeah, so
whatever.
Friday is typically full price. If we have an item that's hard to sell, we'll negotiate. Second day, we'll negotiate. The last day is always half off.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And
Okay.
you have standard people that follow you around to these sales.
At any
Groupies.
well, yeah, at any estate sale, 80% of the people go to all the estate sales. Yeah, it's kind of a cult following, not just for me, but for any estate sale. And then, so the first day, the people come because they've seen the ads. The second days, we have signs out around the neighborhoods, and they say, "Oh, there's an estate sale. Let's stop by." So that's typically what happens. Yeah, but it's a hardcore group. They'll go.
You don't go?
Everywhere.
No.
You don't go?
So do the groupies buy stuff?
Oh yeah. It's I mean, for some of them, it actually is a social outing, and especially now that they all know each other and they're competing with each other. But yeah, they buy, and but somebody who, like this table, if it was for sale, for instance, there's the people that normally come, they probably have this, and so they're looking for accessories or something, but then it's a maybe young couple that needs furniture or that type of thing. But I tell people we sell everything from paper clips to, I've sold art for well into the thousands of dollars. If it's something with saying that, if people have special art, expensive furniture, or antiques, I do take things to auction for them up in the Bay Area, because sometimes a 2 or 3 day sale is not going to be the best place to sell their high-end items. Yeah. So we do offer free appraisals on jewelry and coins and things like that. So, and we offer a lot of services. If they look at my webpage at BradyMooreEstateSales.com, I'm sorry.
No. Liquidators.
There'll be a contact page, and there'll be about us and the different services that we provide. And if we don't provide them, we can point them in the direction of somebody who can help them. So we try to do a full service job.
That's so great to know.
What's the most unique thing you've come across
That I can talk about?
Well, yes.
Well, probably the most expensive thing I've sold is a painting for $65,000. A lady, an older lady who was in the retirement home and had a little storage shed, asked me to come over, and she had this painting. And I said, "Man, I don't know what it's worth. Let me call the auction house, get an estimate." I took it to them, and they said, "Well, we think it's going to be a $35,000 painting." It was from Louisiana, post-Civil War, a famous artist from the South, and it ended up selling at auction for $65,000. Wow. And it went back to the South, actually. So yeah, she was a lady. I knew she could use the money, and I was just happy to help her. And awesome. It's nice to help people, and sometimes in these kind of businesses, people aren't always up front. I mean, she could easily sold that to somebody for very little money and never known the difference, and so.
You got taken advantage of.
You have to have a good reputation, because it's just everyone knows everyone around here.
Oh yeah, no, and the whole estate sale community. Yes, that's a small community. Everybody knows everybody. Yeah.
Wow, I'm sure. Yeah. So are you booked out way in advance then?
Well, I wasn't previously. I mean, the pandemic hit. The last sale that I did I did a sale last weekend, but. It was before Christmas, and it was kind of slow. And now this is the time it starts to pick up. I'm sure it's the same in the realty world. We're starting getting the warmer months, and people want to move and stuff, and so it picks up. So we kind of coincide with your business as far as how busy you get. But yeah, I am typically booked out a month or two at least. And the only reason being is, for us, we only have 4 weekends in a month to do a sale. So if we get sales lined up, then we're constantly working. So yeah, it makes it tough to book somebody in. So I think my advice would be to somebody is to find somebody early before you sell your house, or thinking about selling your house, so you can book them.
So
Okay,
you have the time
all right,
to play
that's
with.
great.
And yeah, so that, and then you talked about that. And you said you have a crew of about 5 or 7 people that help you on.
Yeah, this crew tomorrow, we have 7. it might be 8, I think I lost count, but it's in a narrow cul-de-sac and there's no parking. So we have to have somebody with crowd control at the front of the cul-de-sac to make them park someplace else, because people get really creative parking wise when they come to these sales.
Your groupies.
I'm going to be in trouble with my wife now. You keep saying that.
We're making it sound better than it is.
It's a lot of fun.
So yeah, typically we'll have 2 or 3 people at the checkout during the busy time, and then one splits off and helps people inside. We'll always have, or we try to always have a couple strong guys to help move furniture for somebody who can't move furniture, and you know, we try to help them. If they can't pick it up that day, you can pick it up the next day. But typically we're in a crunch to get everything out of the house, so we try to get it out in the 3 days that we're there. But
We'll come by and see you tomorrow.
yeah, we'll be there. I mean, it's a really nice house, and I'm sure that you guys have been through there, and and
Maybe so, yeah.
and absolutely everything is for sale. The people are going to tour the country in a motorhome, and they want to sell everything. So
Great.
yeah,
That's
What an
great.
adventure.
yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we appreciate you coming by, and
Well, I'm glad you have me. I'm glad to talk to you. It's always fun to meet with you, and you know, we've worked together before, and I hope we work together again, and
yeah.
we'll get going with the next sale.
Yep.
Well, I love everything that you have to offer, because I mean, it's like a one-stop shop, you know, for this type of thing, and it's
Yeah, and I would say this: we typically tell our clients to not throw anything away. They want to clean up for us sometimes and dispose of things, but we sell everything from paper clips to, like I said, $1,000 piece of art. So the little everyday things are what people want. They're not necessarily looking for high-end items all the time, and that, you know, brings more money to the client.
Great. Well, thank you very much. And you can reach Brady at
You can reach me at 805-478-3722. That's my cell phone. You can look for me on Facebook, and you can also find me online at BradyMooreEstateLiquidators.com.
Thank you very
Excellent.
much. And
Thank
you
you
can
so
reach me at 805-714-8124.
And my number is 805-878-5056. Thanks so much for watching.
See you soon.
Thank you.
To see more information, go ahead and click on that button, and you can reach me at 805-714-8124.
And my number is 805-878-5056.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye.